Hey guys, Greg Alexander again. And today I wanted to talk to you about one of the keys to catching fish in a tidal fishery or estuary type system. I've talked about before in several of my previous videos that tidal water bass really seem to prefer smaller bait most of the time. And the reason they prefer smaller bait most of the time is because that's what they're used to seeing. There's a lot of small crawfish, a lot of small minnows in a tidal water river. So I took a couple pictures here of what's kind of going on, and I'm going to let you look at it here and tell me what you think. These pictures you're looking at here will be of the bull minnow, or the mud minnow they call them some places. It's a major feeding source for tidewater bass. So guys, I don't know if you can see this or not, but in these little ditches here off of the river, they're absolutely crawling with these little bull minnows is what they are. And this is a major food source for tidal or estuary bass, the ones that don't eat bluegill and shad and white perch and yellow perch and crawfish. There are some fish that just they set up in these little mouths of these little ditches and things and wait for the tide to go out enough where these bull minnows have to make a move towards the river, and when they do that they set up and eat them. So keeping that in mind, when you're fishing, you'll catch more fish. So now again, that we understand that, you know, mud minnows are a major part of the food chain in a tidal estuary for bass. What does that mean? It means you position yourself where they have been and where they're coming to on low tide, or you attempt to match the hatch. Small tubes, small crankbaits, small spinnerbaits, small rattle traps, small chatterbaits, anything that's small that would imitate that size of bait is going to, you know, possibly trick a bass into biting it. So keep these tips in mind. It'll help you become a better fisherman. Now that we understand what a bull minnow is, or a mud minnow is, where do they live? Well, they don't live in the freshest part of the river generally. So if you're way up in the headwaters of the river, you're not going to see mud minnows or bull minnows. They like a little bit of salinity to the water, so they're going to be towards the brackish side of the estuary, and they're usually going to be in the marshy areas. So wherever you have marshes that have enough fresh water for bass to live, draining into the river system, you're going to have a mud minnow feed basically for the bass. So again, if you like my videos and you want to watch them on a regular basis or follow me on a regular basis, I would ask you to please subscribe. It'll help you. It'll help me. Have a blessed day.